Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Grin and Guardian. I'm going to take a moment to reflect on last night. Blount County, Tennessee had an officer shot and killed in the line of duty. The subject is still at large. I hope they find him. There's an $80,000 reward, so hopefully someone will. One other police officer was shot and injured. She's been treated and released from the hospital. So our thoughts and prayers go out to Blount County, the Sheriff's Department, and the surrounding area. There's really not words you can say when something like this happens. So tonight we do have Protecting the Blue, Susan Smith. I just got a message from her. She's having trouble getting in, so I'm going to be troubleshooting that. But in the meantime, we also have Mr. Matt here. Welcome, Matt.
Hello, amigo.
Let me fix this right here. And she just messaged me and said she was having trouble getting in. So did she message me?
It's technology, Glenn. Technology is awesome.
It is technology. Okay, here we go. Yeah, she said it's not letting her in, so I don't know what she's trying to open it in, but you have to open it in Chrome or Safari. I've learned to get it to work. So,
did you try to hit the join button?
Yeah, I sent her the link through Messenger, and a lot of times, what happens if you send it through Messenger, I don't understand the process. You're probably more understanding than I am, but Messenger opens its own little window or something, and it just doesn't work. So,
yeah.
How have you been, man?
I'm good. I'm doing good. I just found out I'm having a baby boy here in June.
Hey, congratulations! You may have to re-up.
No, I got my fleet reserve letter. That's it. I'm done, brother. Can't turn back time now. Worst they could do is they can recall me if World War V breaks out.
I don't know. Our president was on TV last night and seemed kind of feisty, so we might bomb somebody soon. So I don't know. His memory was good enough that he knew he shouldn't have asked Fox News a question. I thought that was good. I really did think that was snappy. I was like, that took some cojones, but you're commander in chief, so
yeah. What's you, buddy? How you doing?
Not too bad. It's been a busy week. We currently right now we are live on WDJY with another show, with Paranormal Guys in Atlanta. So that starts tonight. And then next week we go live in Washington, D.C. So I've been busy doing a lot of editing and behind the scenes stuff and finding guests and stuff like that. Okay, let's see. It looks like Susan has found us. She's found her way to us. Hello there.
Hi, how are y'all doing?
Doing well. Welcome to the show. This is the Grin Guardian Gang, and we're short one host tonight, but we figure you're going to make up for it with all of your tales. So, tell us a little bit about yourself, Susan, and what your organization does.
I have an organization called Protecting the Blue, and we give lucky challenge coins to officers as a way of saying thank you for what you do. My husband and I both have previous law enforcement experience way, way, way back, and in 2016, I just decided to start this as a personal photo project. I'm a photographer, and it just turned into a lot of officers. I was photographing just officers and their lucky charms. And then it turns out a lot of officers don't carry a lucky charm. So eventually we got to make our own lucky challenge coins, and that's what we give out now. We've given out about 7,000 of them all across the world. And then
goodness.
About 3,000 officers.
That's amazing. Now, do the officers come to you? Do you go to them? How does that work?
I go to them. I find them at parades, at festivals, at whatever I can find them on. And then, or if they can email me, and I can send them one through the mail. So.
Okay. All right. And so this is your own personal project. I guess you formed the foundation and everything. And how do you get revenue? Do you sell coins on the side, or?
We don't sell coins on the side. We are all completely donations right now. And one of the tricks that I'm doing is I'm trying to raise enough funds to get to Police Week this year. We've never been able to. So in the next few days, we're going to have a big, huge thing about Police Week and getting us donations and starting it and everything. So.
Okay. Well, shoot, make a little mini commercial or something, and I'll air it on the show here.
Okay. I can do that.
Where is Police Week?
Washington, D.C.
Okay. Yeah, that's where they have the National Monument or Memorial.
Yeah. It's the week kind of in between Mother's Day, May 14th, 15th, 16th, around there. And about upwards over 30,000 police officers from around the world attended. So.
Goodness.
Wow.
That's a lot. Plus all the family members they do with the line of duty deaths and stuff. I know if it's like the fire department, they bring all the family members in from the past year, all the firefighters that have died in the line of duty. Is that pretty much similar to? Yeah.
They bring all the police survivors' families in and put them in hotels and escort them to all the events. And it's a pretty neat thing from what I've heard.
Pretty amazing. And it sounds like your program is something that we all need. I know as a firefighter, I never carried a coin. We used to stick things in the top of our helmets, like a family photo or something. And the theory was if something happens and you're trapped in the room, you got nothing left to do. You know what the eventual outcome is. You look at the pictures of your family.
Yeah, actually, the reason my whole inspiration for this project is my friends and I were in Times Square in New York, and an officer was taking a break and he took off his hat, and he had a picture of his family and some prayer cards in the top of it. And I went, oh, well, that would be a neat photo project to do if I ever come back to New York City. And a couple of years later I did. And so I started it. And so that's kind of how it's gone from there.
Okay. I didn't mean to cover you up, Susan. I just got this come across in the chat. Breaking news, Sullivan County, Tennessee, reports of EMS response to the jail in Blountville for multiple patients reportedly ODs. Unconfirmed reports also reporting officers likely down from exposure. That's not good.
No.
I have to follow up with that later.
Yeah, because that's what had the officer killed yesterday.
What was it? Was this in
Blount County.
Blount County, yeah.
Yeah, but that's
I went live when they were looking for him. So
yeah, it's right next to Sullivan, I think. I'm not sure, but
it's pretty close, if I recall. But yeah, there was a big response last night from. They even brought out a TBI plane, which they don't normally do, and they were doing data traps, which for like a grid of like 12 miles, they were capturing any signal, any electronic communication, anything right into the plane. So they really want to get this guy bad, and they need to. He needs to be in jail. So
yeah, he was a convicted felon anyway. So who had fought with the police before? So.
Yep. He was a bad guy.
They arrested his girlfriend and his brother.
Yeah, because the girlfriend picked him up in a red Nissan, and she wouldn't tell him what she did from there. And the brother had called and said that he had spoken with him on the phone and that he wasn't going to basically be taken alive. Well, he wouldn't give the law enforcement the telephone number. So they arrested him, I'm sure, to seize his phone. So it was a unfortunate situation. So, but if they've got an $80,000 reward out for him, I can guarantee you somebody somewhere is going to give him up. $80,000. It may have grown since then. I haven't looked lately. So, but okay. So back to you, Susan. So you were in law enforcement. You said back in the old West days, you carried a 6-shooter, or
I carried a Ruger GP 100.
Okay. So where did you work in law enforcement?
My husband and I both worked in Texas. Actually, we met at the department we worked at, and we were partners. But we were both married to other people and both got divorces for other reasons, and eventually got together, and now we've been married for over 30 years. So I guess it was a good
Congratulations. Well, it happens that way in EMS too. Well, there is a bond you share when you're on the street together. So that's great. Have you got one of the coins you can show us, or can you send me a picture of it and I can display it?
Yeah, let me go grab one real quick.
Okay, cool. I'm almost tempted, Matt, to bring up the audio from Sullivan County to see what's really going on there.
Where's that at? Sullivan County? Where's it at?
Tennessee. Let's see if there's anything online. While we're waiting, I'll just kind of. Yeah, it does. If officers are going down, that doesn't sound like OD. Yeah, they don't have an online scanner. Okay, Billy's reporting it happened over an hour ago. So, Billy, have you got any more updates on that? Go ahead, Susan. Go ahead.
Let me see. I meant to have everything set up, and I forgot to grab a coin. Okay, there's the.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
And then
Very nice.
The back.
Yeah.
4-leaf clover and a St. Michael and a badge, and it says, "Be careful out there."
Cool.
That's nice.
You say you're giving out how many of them?
About 6,000.
Wow. Oh, Matt and I are both designers, and we know it's not cheap. So it's not.
Who do y'all go through? That's who do you guys go through for your coins?
I go directly from the factory in China.
Okay.
But
you design them.
Yeah, I designed them. I tried to go through American distributors, but when I first started out, I was only ordering like 20 a time, and a lot of people didn't want to mess with me. You know, they thought it was just going to be 20 here and 20 there, but I eventually found the lady that I'm working with, and they were really nice, and they've been really accommodating. So
that's good. It's really good.
Yeah, they're sometimes difficult to work with. So, but you've already paid the mold fees, so
yeah.
So
that was the hardest thing about this project, was finding a distributor to make me my coins, because, like I said, a lot of people just didn't want to mess with me. You know, ordering because at first it was like 20, 30, or 40, and then later I got in a little bit higher. So.
Yeah, when I first started selling coins, you could only get minimum of 100. So,
yep.
And now they've come down on that a little bit. So, let me throw this out there real quick. We are live on Yerg's Radio. You can call us if you have a question for Susan, or if you're a police officer and like to get a coin. I'm sure she would be willing to hook you up. Call us at 1-888-88 YERGZ on your phone pad. That's 1-888-88 YERGZ on your phone pad. And we will get you on the air. Let me make sure I got that open. The chat, well, obviously the chat's open. So yeah, give us a call. We would love to hear from you. We know we have a bunch of officers that watch the show. So if Susan hasn't found you already, that's a lot of officers you found.
Yeah, a lot of them are, overseas, and or I just haven't been able to get to. But I have photographed about 3,000 officers, and you can see them all on our webpage. So.
Yeah, I was looking through that when I first contacted you. That was pretty amazing. So, if you do make it to Police Week, holy cow, you're gonna go nuts with it. So,
I'm gonna need a lot of coins.
You better carry a suitcase.
How many people are at the Police Week?
About 30,000 plus law enforcement officers.
Man, that sounds like an awesome event.
Wow. Yeah. I'm originally from Fairfax, and I know a lot of the officers over there volunteer to go over and do the honor guard and stuff like that for the Police Week. So,
yeah, I've met a lot of the Fairfax motor officers. I've gone to a couple of their motor rodeos. So,
is that not amazing?
That is.
Matt, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but they literally do things with those motorcycles that I just don't see how is possible. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah. If I recall, Fairfax has probably been one of the winners of a lot of contests because they are really just super good. Billy Rayleigh asked, do you give them to Army military police officers?
Yes. Anybody that carries a badge and wears a gun counts. Military, MPs, fish and game, the possum police, and just about anybody counts. So.
Just possum police. Billy, if you want to, let's go ahead and tell everybody how they can get in touch with you. What's your email address?
My email is susan@protectingtheblue.com. Or we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can send me a DM there. And there's also a contact me button on our website, protectingtheblue.com.
Okay. Well, hopefully we'll get some calls in before you have to sneak out of here. That'd be really great. Billy says that his son is a military police officer with the Tennessee National Guard. Thank him for his duty, Billy. I think he's currently deployed, if I remember correctly. I think all of our troops are deployed at the moment, actually. So I was going to ask if, so when these officers contact you, you send them a card. Is there, I don't know how to word this. Is there like a prayer thing that goes with it? Or some people put in I've seen they'll put in water or a prayer card or something like that.
No, I just put in a business card and that's it. Sometimes I get a patch, sometimes I get a sticker, but most of the time it's just a coin and a card and then a personal message for them, just thanking them for what they do.
That's good. That's good. And you need to tell Mike he needs to contact her.
Yeah.
By the way, Susan, this is Andy. He's one of our co-hosts here. He's in Maryland. Matt's up in Nevada, and I'm in Atlanta. So we're kind of spread across the country. And where are you at, Susan?
We're outside of Raleigh, North Carolina right now.
Ooh.
Oh, we're neighbors.
Oh, yeah.
In the bigger picture. Billy says he just finished a year deployment to Africa. He's currently home. Okay, wow. I didn't realize we even had troops in Africa. So, wow.
Oh yeah.
So, where's the furthest place you've sent a coin to?
I've sent them to Thailand, to Australia, just about a whole bunch of different countries. And then a few years ago, my husband and I went on vacation, and I took a bunch over there, and we got to do a ride along with the Met and met a bunch of those officers and gave them to theirs.
That's cool. That's cool. Do the officers stay in contact with you?
Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Most of the time, it's just under 30 seconds. Hi, blah, blah, blah. I'm Susan, Protecting the Blue. Here's your coin. Can I have a photo? And most of the time, that's it. I never see them again. Never hear from them again. But some of them I have kept in touch with. Talk to all the time.
That's good. Well, it is a thin blue line family. Just like on our side, we have the thin red line, the fire side. So You know, what's funny is I have not found any organization that does anything similar to this for the fire department.
Well, then protecting the red is way down in the. It's there, but it'll be there eventually. Oh, hold on, the cat took the phone.
Oh, gotta watch those cats; they're tricky.
Then protecting the red will come up eventually, but not right now. I've got too many officers right now. So.
Well, yeah, you've got your hands full doing what you're doing, so yeah, I'd say so. Andy, I don't know if you caught it, but what she does is she tries to get a police officer picture with every coin. She's was a photographer.
Oh, so, cool.
Yeah, so Andy's a photographer in Hagerstown, Maryland, right, Andy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
He goes out and gets all kinds of cool photos. So, Andy, do you have any of your Hagerstown police officers you could have contact her?
I can find out some. Actually, tomorrow I'll be seeing a good many of them because we have a funeral to go to.
Oh, no, not a line of duty death.
No, he was ill, and he just passed away. So, and he was with the Hagerstown Police Auxiliary.
Okay.
And 3 fire departments.
Good Lord. Volunteer, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was also with our air and rehab unit.
Good Lord, he was busy, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He was in for over 60 years.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm sure there'll be quite a turnout there. So
yeah,
make sure to pass Susan's.
And the bad part is Mike's in charge of putting the whole thing together.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure that Mike doesn't really like that. So
no, I've been helping him out with some stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty big to orchestrate a not line of duty, but a firefighter or police officer funeral.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with him being with that many departments. Goodness gracious. Yeah. We'll send our condolences from the Grin Guardian and pass Susan's information along to any of the police officers there.
All right, I can do that.
Susan, I'm trying to bankrupt you in Maryland, so.
And Susan, will you have your information on the Facebook page?
Yes.
Okay.
Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Okay.
All right. Or you can send her a friend request to Andy, and I'm sure she can get you the personal information. So
okay.
That's how I found her. So I stalked her. So
easy way to do it.
Well, no, I go out every week trying to find a new guest and somebody to come on because a lot of people are like, "Oh, we'll talk about challenge coins is boring." Well, it's not really, because we kind of throw a comedic twist in there and give each other, a bunch of crap. But I like to have a guest come in and tell us about, something they're doing or the history or something. Like last week, we had Barry Fury come in and talk about the history of 911.
Right.
And I didn't know some of the stuff that he was talking. I mean, I'd never heard of it. It's like, wow. Right. I didn't realize it went back to that far back and started in Alabama of all places. So,
wow.
Yeah. So that's why, Susan, when I contacted you, I was like, I'm all excited because I think this is only our 5th show. Is that right, Matt?
I think so, yes.
Yeah. 5th show,
and,
yep.
We have been getting great reviews. I saw us the other day on Spotify. We, out of all the podcasts, we were rated 317th for the week last week.
Yes.
I don't know why. And 317 is not super high, but think of all the thousands of podcasts that are out there. And it's kind of cool. I have listeners, and what's funny is I have listeners in countries that I've never even heard of. Because Spotify will show you, data like we've been heard in Brazil, in Thailand, in China, and I'm like, who are these people?
It's awesome.
So yeah, Susan, we are helping you spread the word. Is there anything you'd like to say? I try not to bug our guests and just keep talking about their stuff, but I am excited about. Well, A, it's challenge coins, and B, it's a worthy cause.
Not really. I mean, I can't really think of anything right offhand, except for trying to go to Police Week. So we've been trying ever since 2016, and it's really expensive to go to Police Week. So we're going to start.
What's your strategy that you got this year for? What are you guys trying to do?
We're going to try to do sponsors from companies and get corporate sponsors, and then beg and plead and scream and yell and cry.
Yep.
Yeah, well, actually, while I'm thinking of that, there's also a thing, and I meant to shoot them a message and tell them we were live. Thin Line Rock radio station. I don't know if they're listening. I need to share our show with them, make sure they're listening. They might be interested in helping you out.
Okay.
When I did a patch show, they gave me, I don't know how many T-shirts to give away, and I was like the T-shirt guy slinging T-shirts. So we might be able to hook you up with them. Let me figure out how to do this while I'm online. I've never done that, so hopefully don't kill the feed or anything.
No.
Would you like to see some of the challenge coins people have sent me?
Yes,
Yeah.
please. We love.
And if anything, you get kicked off, I'm sure Matt will take over in a heartbeat.
He did a great job. I'm never going to give him grief. He did a great job.
Yeah, he did.
Me. All right, so I sent the link to Thin Line Rock Radio. Hopefully they'll tune in.
Let's see. This one is from Murphy, Texas Police Department. It's a really big, giant challenge coin.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's like 3 inches. Is it cut out in the center, or is that just shiny?
No, it's cut out.
Wow,
cool.
That's pretty cool. Susan, I'm gonna make it bigger so we'll get the full screen effect.
Okay.
I know it probably asking you if you have a favorite's wrong.
Yeah, probably not. Let me see. What's this one? And this one is from Kansas City, Missouri. Let's see if I can get it lined up here. For their homicide department.
Oh, wow. There's a lot of detail in that coin.
That's cool.
That is cool.
Oh, I like that.
That's cool.
Yeah, that one was really neat.
All the epoxy resin in the back. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Then, let's see. District of Columbia, PD.
Oh, with their badge.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, the badge is cool.
It almost looks like a real badge.
Yeah. Got the tail
Yeah.
package. There we go.
Oh, nice. The DC flag.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's done nice.
Mhm.
That's a beautiful coin.
Yeah, it really is.
Wow. That's really nice. Look at the 3D extrusion on that.
I know that is the Capitol building pops right out of the badge. That's gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to put that on my bucket list of ones I want now.
Man.
That's a bad thing about seeing so many coins. Is you're like, ooh, shiny, I want that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, U.S. Secret Service.
U.S. Secret
There you
Service.
go, Ross. It's Motorcade Division. So,
Yep.
It's the motorcade.
That's cool.
It's the.
oh, that's badass.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, that's just some of the ones I have. The rest of them are kind of buried right now.
That's really nice.
I'm talking to Thin Line Rock radio station as we speak.
Nice. What are they saying? Good things?
Well, the first thing he sent me is he wants me to call him after the show, and it'll be too late tonight, but I'll call him tomorrow, and he's wanting to do a collaboration with our show. So that's good news. So
that's really good news. Yeah. That's really good news.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's awesome.
It's protecttheblue.com, right, Susan?
Protecting the blue.
Protecting the blue. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Protectingtheblue.com. Yeah.
I'm sending him a message right now telling her that Susan Smith is on looking for ways to get her word out on protectingtheblue.com. And I told them that you were in need of a Police Week sponsor. So see here, I'm pimping you, Susan. Let me get everybody back on the screen.
There you go. Pro.
Well, you know, if we could help out, that's great. It's going to be great also if we could work out get online with another radio station. That would be amazing. So that way we could get to more people and spread more of the word about this stuff. So.
Yep.
So in your personal collection, Susan, how many do you have?
Probably about 100, I would say.
Okay. I would have guessed higher if you with that many coins you've sent out.
I don't always get one back, and I don't ask for one back. It's just sometimes it's nice when I get one, but you know.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's well, that's one of the things we talk about with challenge coins is that each one you get or give is a memory because, I mean, unless you're selling eBay or Etsy or something, usually it's a hand-to-hand thing and you get the story behind the officer or the firefighter or whomever. And so it's something you remember. And when you look at it, you're like, oh, man, that was such and such. You know, that was a good time or we had a good time on that whatever. So that's one thing that we always think about and talk about. So with Matt being in the military, he's probably, how many's in your collection, Matt?
Oh gosh, yeah, I'd say it's I mean, not 100, maybe like around 80-ish. But I'm also building my own personal collection from my business as well. So yeah, but most people go out and buy coins. You know, they buy them. I like to receive them. It means more to me to have a story.
Yeah, exactly. Andy, how about you? How many coins do you have in your collection?
He's got a wall.
Yeah, I wish. I'm guessing anywhere probably 30 so far.
Not bad. Well, you just started collecting not long. You collect mainly fire, right?
No, fire, EMS, police,
Oh,
military, like search and rescue type stuff.
Awesome. Well, I started a few years ago, and I think I've probably got around 80 that I'll admit to the wife about at least. So, and I've made quite a few. Well, I won't say quite a few. I've made a couple on my own, and I've made some for some departments too. So that's cool too, being able to make them for departments. So,
yeah.
Well, Susan, I don't want to keep you. I'm sure you're busy. Once again, tell everybody where you're at. Well, first off, do you have anything upcoming besides for the fundraiser?
No, that's about it right now. Usually on Saturday nights, I go on Twitter and post some photos, do some comments. That's another cat. Get out of the cat. Post the photos and read your comments and answer any questions. So if you're on Twitter on a Saturday night, and usually we follow along with OP Live, and you know.
Yeah, that was going to be my question. Have you talked to any of the people on OP Live about this?
I have never met anybody from OP Live yet. I'm working on it, but I haven't done it yet.
Well, I'll tell you what. I have reached out to a couple of those officers. I might make that happen for you.
A couple of them do follow me.
Do it.
I've got a little bit of correspondence back from they're not celebrities, so to speak, but they have to be leery of who they talk to. So they're always like, well, let me see one of your shows first. So
yeah, I understand that they are, but yeah, they kind of celebrities. They have a really big following, and I think it's law enforcement. So.
Well, and we need it at this time in our history, because we've just come off 2 years where they've had such bad PR. So,
I mean, even and I'm a nothing little nonprofit organization, and during the bad parts, even I was getting rich, and I was going, really, people?
Wow. Really? That's amazing. Wow. What were they saying to you, if you don't mind saying?
I'll come and find you and bootlicker and, the normal stuff. But yeah, we'll come and find you. And I was going, no, you really won't. I promise.
Wow. Well, you're ex-law enforcement. I'm sure you're strapped. So.
Well, we live in finding RV. So.
Yeah. Well, and it's in being retired law enforcement, you're covered under the what's the name of the act where you can carry any state, anywhere, anytime, as long as you qualify. So keep your sidearm with you. That's amazing that they would do, but they're the peaceful crowd.
Yes.
The ones burning down. Oh, don't get me going. I'll lose ratings. So, I am in Washington, D.C. now. I got to be careful. So.
And I still every single post I do. So I just block them and move on. So.
Well, there's internet trolls for everything.
Yeah.
There is.
Yeah.
There is. It's horrible.
And, they don't have anything better to do than sit behind the keyboard and try and make somebody uncomfortable. So, I mean, I had a stalker when I first started this, so I'm with you. No, I'll knock on wood. I don't want to repeat that. It took, even with all the stuff out now with the technology about the cybersecurity, cybercrime, stuff like that. It took 2 years for Seattle Police Department, King County, Washington, to get the restraining order. So nuts. Yeah, but that's part of it. So, and I was like you, they're like, you're bootlicker, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, whatever. So you've never worn a uniform. Your opinion means shit to me. So. All right, Susan, I'm going to let you go. Send me a message in Messenger now that we're friends. So that typed up how you want it in the post-production comments. I will put it in there. And I will spread the word. Listen on, like, follow, share. Listen on Friday nights to our show. And if you want to hop in and call, please call. If you want to call every week and try and raise more money, I am not opposed to it. We're, like I said, we're still in a growing phase, so we're not super challenge coin people yet, but we're going to be. So,
and I have another guest for you. Ready for one?
Oh, you have a guest for us?
He's on my board. His name is Deputy Farva. He's a police officer out of Vermont. He's a big, huge challenge coin. So.
Ooh.
Nice. Take him.
Yes, we do. I definitely do, because my son just moved to Vermont, so that would be even more amazing. I have not got any coins from Vermont, so.
Excellent.
Okay. Yeah. We're friends on Facebook now, so shoot me a message. You can, even if he wants to send me a friend request, that's fine too. We were talking, I do kind of have to screen my guests, because not guests, friends. So have one stalker. You got to start being careful. What's this world coming to? But Susan, protectingtheblue.com. Susan Smith is what is your official title?
President/founder, I guess.
Founder, president, and she is trying to raise money to get to Police Week to give officers challenge coins, good luck coins, and we need them for the officers. So you can look in the comments after the show, and we will put them in there. And you can also look on her page too. So, Susan, please keep in touch with us and let us know how it's going.
We will. And if I get to Police Week, then I can come back and show you all the coins that I got.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. See, I'm a fireman, so I can't ask you for a coin. So
You probably have protecting the blue coin, so I can probably make an exception. So.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I appreciate that. So be careful. Andy's going to try and talk you out of one too. So he's going to send you a picture of him carrying a gun. So I don't know. I don't want to see
Damn,
that.
Glenn raised it too well.
Exactly. Susan, thank you. Please come on again. Please keep in touch. And I'm hoping that we can get some good positive. And if we do, let us know, please. If we do something good, we'd like to know. If we do something bad, we don't want to know about it. But all right, guys. Anything else before I cut her out of here? I know she couldn't stay all night, so
No, not that I can think of.
okay, cool. All right, well, I'm gonna let you go. Hopefully, Billy will get in contact with you and get one for his son, or his son will get in contact with you since he's MP. I'd like to follow up on that with him. He's a friend of mine from Tennessee, so
I can make that.
Awesome. Thank you, and we will talk to you real soon. I hope.
Okay. Thank y'all. Good having you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am. Come on back.
That was cool.
Great. That's great. Well, I'm all about stuff like that. I think that's
awesome.
It is. I mean, she started it out of her own back pocket, and it's still kind of out of her own back pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And there's not many people like that left in the world. You know?
There is not.
No, there isn't.
There is not, buddy.
Kudos to her.
That is awesome.
Kudos to her and the whole organization. And that many coins she's given away. That's a lot of coins.
Mm-hmm.
How much money do you think that is?
Oh, I'd hate to even guess.
Can you imagine
So
how
you
much?
take the number of coins they had. What are they? Between $5 and $10 a piece.
Yeah.
Depending on making them. She's already paid the mold fees, so that probably helped.
She's got her own supplier. She good.
Yeah. Hopefully she's got a good one. And what's funny is I guarantee you I'll get 4 messages to see if I can get in touch with her. We supply coin. So did I say that? So.
We supply coins.
We want coin. No more coin for you.
Well, I'm designing. I've designed 2 of them. Matt helped me with them. I don't have the final artwork back. I'm going to start pre-selling them, but it's Stand with Texas coins. It's the star with the barbed wire around it. One of them has the Bowie knife. Am I saying it right? Bowie knife.
Yeah.
And since that was remember the Alamo, that was the knife that was famous from that. And the other one has a cannon because the cannon is Texas state symbol or whatever. They like to shoot things down there. So I'll be having those up for pre-sale soon. That'll be kind of cool. So
yep, we got our too.
Oh yeah. And we have the Grin Guardian Gang coin coming.
Did you show them that?
I don't think I did.
Let me see. I got it. Let me share. Hold on a second. Let me share real quick.
Ooh.
I got it right here. Here, check it out.
Okay.
Let me hold on. Let me share.
Share your screen, yeah.
And on the chat, Glenn, I sent you the picture of the guy that passed away that I did his funerals tomorrow. That Mike knows.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here y'all see it? There you go. Yeah, there it is.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah. 2 inches, 3 millimeters, Glenn?
I think so, yeah.
Was it 2 inches? 2 inches, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is one that we collaborated. The last show we were talking about, I kept raving about AI, taking over the world and making me lazy because this mostly was generated by AI, and I did most of the designing, but Glenn really liked the fox and the 2 L's, just serious face, but he's just grinning over here like nobody's business, right? So, but it's pretty cool. You even come up with the word our group name, the Grin Guardian Gang. If you actually break it down, Grin. I don't know what the Grin part is. Maybe we're just laughing all the way. The Guardian, because all of us 4 had some type of police force, military, firefighters, right? So I think that's how the AI just got our name for us, just because we're all spread out. and then gang just because we're all a gang. Yeah.
Right,
Came out
we're
pretty good,
possum. And remind me again, bottom in Latin.
Non sebi sed aliis. Well, it's not for self, for others. I was gonna do the non sebi sed. What's it called? Non sebi, not for self, for country, but that's more military. I had to get out of my military mind. Latin's actually pretty cool. If you Google just like cool military things to say in Latin, there's some pretty like powerful sentences you can get in Latin. So I just think it's cool because people look at it and like, well, what does that mean? They go research and figure it out. But yeah, for us, it's not for self, for others. So selfless act. Like I said, we all served, did some kind of service to the country. So that's all our backgrounds. And then you said, is the writing gonna glow? Is the letters gonna glow? The liberty, courage, the
I believe that is correct. I believe it's going to glow.
legacy, courage, legacy, courage, honor, struck in metal. Yeah. Can't wait to get that one. That's gonna be cool.
Yeah. I haven't got an update from Dr. Corey on it, but it should be coming soon, I would think, because we ordered that 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. Did you ask for a sample, or they're just going to start production?
I don't know. He handled that part, so I'm not sure.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Corey did do it. Yeah.
Hey, Cassie, howdy, welcome. Glad you're here. Cassie last night was in the chat when I went live with the police officer in the line of duty that was shot, giving us some good information. She's a super sleuth and police. What's the right word? Fan? I don't know. What's the? She loves public safety and she likes listening to the scanner and helping out others. So she was great last night during that. So kept me awake some of it. So I stayed up till about almost 5 o'clock in the morning going live. Because they thought they had this guy pinned down. So, yeah, they thought they had the guy pinned down. And I was like, all right, well, I'd like to see this through. So she says, I'm not a weirdo. All right, Cassie, I don't know you, but let me just explain this to you. We're all weirdos.
in our own ways.
In our own way, yes. In our own way.
Yeah.
So she stayed up all last night sleuthing. So, and if I don't know if you can see back in the chat, but Billy Rayleigh sent out something about Sullivan County, Tennessee. There was reports of EMS response to the jail in Bluntville, which I don't think is the same as Blount County. I'm not sure. To multiple patients and officers down from some type of exposure. So, I haven't seen anything. And Billy saw that online, shared it with us. So, and I didn't see an online scanner. So, yeah, what I did last night is I just took the online scanner, public access, and I just popped it on in the background and started talking over it. And when they said something that sounded important, I shut up. So,
you said those scanners are public?
Yeah. You can go to radioreference.com. I'm not giving them a plug because they're not a sponsor. They'd like to sponsor me. They're more than welcome to. But yeah, and find your state. Then you go find your city. And if somebody, the way that works is usually somebody posts it online and they host putting the scanner up. So they have it's a whole computer dedicated to it or what. So. But I know Mike does that for Hagerstown.
Yeah, all of Washington County.
So yeah. So and you can go online and listen when something's happening. Some people in police and EMS don't like it. Others do. I have mixed emotions on it. I think that it's probably more of a positive thing, especially if you put a little delay on there. But because. If something's going on in your neighborhood, you want to know.
Yeah,
exactly.
So here in Gwinnett, where I live, they would encrypt it because 3 firefighters were held hostage during a medical call. I was held hostage my first Christmas in DeKalb County, Georgia. They didn't encrypt anything. So it's just a reason to keep the information from the public. And yes, I'm in public safety and I am trashing my own county services because I think that they declared that they are transparent and everything, but yet they hide their communications from us. So I am not a friend of the public information officer for Gwinnett County PD. We have had many conversations. She gets alert all over the USA. Specific favorite. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. I believe it.
Yeah, I get a scanner
based
app.
on-
Oh yeah, and I like to listen to where I'm from. Originally, is Fairfax, Virginia, and I'll pop on Fairfax Fire when I'm bored and listening to them. And it's 100%. There's a computer dispatches it now. It's a computer voice. They don't talk as much because it's all pushing buttons, you know. So it's a whole different world than when I was there. So and that computer voice. They just went to that at my old fire department here in Georgia, and it's much better because I got lost my first year here. The lady dispatched us to Houston Street. And I'm trying to find this in the damn map book because that was before GPS. And I'm like, okay, can you give me a spelling of this? I can't find Houston Street. And she spells it Houston. I'm like, that's Houston. It's Houston, lady. And she's like, no, it's Houston. Damn it, we'll be there in 5 minutes.
Houston.
Exactly, Houston. Who pronounces Houston? Oh yeah, it's funny. I wish Corey was here so I could hear him say Houston. So.
You're horrible.
Yeah, I just like the dialect. Yeah, they did up north. They do say it that way. Yeah, it's kind of odd.
Houston.
Ooh.
Well, if you want, I got a collection to show off here, Glenn.
Ooh.
If you want to get back into the challenge coinness of our group.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Unless you got something else you got going on.
No, I don't have anything else going on. I was gonna share what Andy sent me for his department. And see here, how do I do this here? I should know how to do this. Run this thing.
Fine. Seek your inner IT.
Nice one.
You're stretching it, man.
You got it, man. You got it.
I call you and Bobby Dizzle when I have technical stuff. So tell us, and I hope Bobby Dizzle's listening to get that. Andy, tell us a little bit about Marvin.
He was actually in charge of the Hagerstown City Police Department auxiliary police that Mike's in now. Mike actually took over the position that Marvin was in.
Okay, Marvin was the one that was on the Zello, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, I know who he is then.
Yep.
Right. And it seems like everybody's got he's got a lot of messages there. So, well, condolences from the Grin Guardian. He served and did a lot for the community in 60 years. So,
oh yeah,
probably been that's one thing that people don't think about, the number of lives that we touch and how we send information down through the not chain of command, through, like, if I teach somebody something, you know, they're going to teach it to somebody else. And so it's kind of cool. Oh yeah, Cassie, please. I'll gladly take a coin and spread the news about Susan too to any of your police officer friends. So yes, Matt, I'm dying to see your coins. You, I wanted to.
You're fine, man. Take your time.
Yeah, Mike, go ahead.
Plenty of time.
Mike watching this. I've been trying to get Mike to come on this show. Mike is he's a police officer, fireman, EMT. He's a squirrel. So
he's a squirrel.
Yeah, that's what we call him. Confused Cassie. Who was your uncle? Marvin? Here we go. There we go.
No. There you go.
You posted. Facebook page is Protecting the Blue, and our website is protectingtheblue.com. And Susan, you are more than welcome. We were glad to have you. Like I said, I want you to keep in touch with us. Oh, she sent me the link. Okay. I don't know where you sent it, but okay. I'll find it. Andy, what's going on? Is there something big happening?
No, Mike just wanted to know if I was on the radio. He wanted to tell me something.
Well, no, you're not on the radio. You're on the Grin Guardian Gang, where he needs to come in here and join us.
I'll tell him that.
Have you got
I'm on the Grin
him
Guardian podcast right now, Mike. Glenn said you need to be on here too, so we can talk to you.
What'd you say? I didn't hear what you said.
Imagine that. I'm on the Grin Guardian podcast, Challenge Coin podcast. Glenn said you should be on here too, so we can talk to you.
Oh, then we'll see. I'm at the firehouse. We just left that in.
All right.
I don't know that his wife ever sees him.
I'll send you the link. Yeah, I don't know how those two stay married. Probably because they never see each other.
Probably. Yeah, he's either the police station or the firehouse, so or work. So, all right, Matt, go ahead. Show us what you got. I'm dying to see it. So, and I meant to ask you, Matt, out of all your friends, do you know of anybody that can get one for the CV67, the Kennedy?
CV67. I can do a search.
Okay.
See if I got
all right. Yeah, because that's what my dad showed me.
CV67. Let me see.
Yeah.
Which one you said? Which served out? Is that like decommissioned or still in command?
Well, yeah, it's decommissioned, and they haven't got the new one in service yet. They're renaming another one as the Kennedy. So I don't know if it's going to have the same number, though. I don't know how that works, but
yeah, just the next whole number coming up the next one. Well, it depends on that one in that class. So if it's CV67, they'll have the 68, 69. I don't know if it keeps the same name though.
Yeah, I know it was.
I'd have to do some ISOing for that one. Probably one of the chief groups to see if anybody's got a retired guy who might happen to have a collection they don't want to, share some coins with.
Yeah. Dad was on that.
You want CVN 67? You said. I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, well, CVN's when it went nuclear. So yeah, either are CVN 67 or CV 67 because it wasn't originally nuclear. They retroed it. So.
Yep.
Actually, I have a letter from the. You'll probably shoot me because I don't know the guy who was in charge of the carrier, the admiral. Maybe I don't know their exact title. He sent to me when I was just born because Dad was on the ship. So I still got that letter. I think it's kind of cool. He's like, you won't read this letter until you're older in life and realize that your dad was not able to be there because of blah, blah, blah. It was my fault. It was really a nice letter. It's probably a chain letter they do for all the, the sailors that are out to sea when something like that happens, but it was pretty cool. So
it's how it was back in the day. We didn't have Facebook and all the other stuff to talk.
Oh, yeah. Back when you had to actually turn the knob on the TV and the radio station. So
yeah. Well, you know who's still in that situation? Which who in the Navy still has to deal with that? That's the submarine guys. Because being down there for a long time, ain't no Facebook, ain't no Facebook or cell phones or anything. You gotta wait till you pop up and start talking. So they do have yeah. I used to work with we call them bubbleheads, but I used to work when ComSub Pack, and I worked over at the one of the big one that pretty much helps communicates with those guys. So I could see firsthand that they were dealing with some worse than dial up back over there. So it's gotten a little better, but it hasn't gotten all that great better. So they do have these they do have familygrams where they can they actually probably like your dad, like they'll send like a message and they type it all out and then they pop up, shoot it out, and then go back down. So it's pretty nice. At least they take care of the families. So,
That is
all
cool.
right, well, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me kick this off. So this is my. So that last show I was talking about the very first challenge coin is he was showing off his last collection, and it made me think about the first time I got coined, right? So this thing is, and it's not immaculate, right? Literally just like 2002, right? So it's on the USS LaSalle. This was an amphibious ship. This was part of the. It's very, very simple. Just enamel paint and a little bit of metal. That's it,
Cool.
right? Yeah. So this ship that I was on used to be part, and the reason why it's white, if you can see why it's white, is because it was part of the Ghost Fleet, White Ghost Fleet, back when the war. What was it? I was over in the Gulf, but it's part of the yeah, part of those guys, and that ship was like 60. I was like 68 years old before they decommissioned her, before they blew her up, and it was pretty cool because that was the ship that I served on, and then when I went to my second ship, we actually blew it up. So I got to actually serve on it and then see it blown to hell and sank in the ocean. It's pretty cool. So again, this is what we talk about, right? Yeah,
That
that's what
made
we
a
talk
reef
about.
out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, basically made a reef. Yeah, so if, a lot of people don't know if you can actually go scuba diving out there, but we'll be pretty far down. But right off the coast of Florida, it's like about 50 miles out. There's basically just this line of reef of all these shit, and usually when the government's like, "Well, we can do this ship. Are we gonna blow her up? Are we gonna mothball it? Are we gonna, sell it to another country or something like that?" That's make those decisions. So usually, this first ship I was on it was done. It died many times at sea. So they just had to get rid of it. So they sank her down the bottom of the ocean. So yeah, first challenge coin I ever got. And then we go to like the advanced coin, right? So I think I was showing you this one earlier. So this is one I designed for the U.S. Navy chief season. So when the guys may go from a E6 to a E7 as a first class to become a chief, they go through what they call is like a season. I'm sure you guys probably know something similar to it. It's basically kind of like your passing, of turning into something bigger than what you were before. So they go through the season, and they make coins and everything, and the sell stag. So this one is a because it's Fallon, right? And they do a lot of gambling, and this
Woohoo.
casino is pretty much like a single, like everywhere. So it's an actual wheel. So it's a roulette wheel. It's a spinner. It's a spinner, right? It's a spinner coin, but it's more like with the chief Navy chief inspired kind of a thing. So you spin it, and then it would land on. If you wait for it, it lands on. You can't really see them, but all these are the different rates in the Navy. With the green ones being the Master Chief and the Master Chief and the Big Pond. The Master Chief pass of the Navy, the big guys. So you get those green ones, you win. And then the backside has all these like quirky names and stuff. Like just mine was a little more a little different than this one. More like go get drunk and do dumb stuff. But of course they had to change it up a little bit. But yeah. And the 130 stands for 130 years the Navy Chief been in service since we've all been Navy Chiefs. So and it's a pretty thick coin. It's about 5 millimeter thick coin. But yeah, just something. It's just pretty cool. I like to do things that are different. Not it's a little more advanced than like we talk about the other coins you got, right? But then you got coins that are like people got some want to make fun of certain things. I'm sure you guys could probably relate to this. Here's our Corona Cruise coin.
Oh yeah.
This is when I was stationed on the USS Mount Whitney that actually replaced the LaSalle. That's how old I am. This ship is my ship that blown up over in Italy. And this is when we were going through COVID. Ta-da! Right? So we had this as a bottle opener. On the back, it's got Uncle Sam saying, I want you 6 feet away with a mask on.
Oh, that's cool.
That's neat.
Yeah. Very thick coins, but I think it's about 5 millimeter thick. It's a bottle opener. It doesn't really function as a good bottle opener, but it's something. But yeah, everybody's got some sense of humor around a lot of stuff. So we got stuck on the ship a lot. We were on this for we have what's called it was basically like a cleansing, if you will. So before we had to leave, we had to like basically stay on the ship for 2.5 weeks. Couldn't go home, didn't see our families for 2.5 weeks, and then we got underway and left. So we wouldn't see our family for about a good 3 months before we actually came back. So it kind of sucked. Being at work and staying at work, right? Yeah. And then this is the first challenge coin I ever designed. This one was inspired by it was called Operation Trident Jupiter. It's an exercise we do over in Italy for the Mount Whitney. The Mount Whitney is like they call it the wine and cheese tourship, because all we do is you go around and we go to different countries and strengthen relationships and everything. And usually like drunk fests and all that. Everybody has a good time and all the good stuff. So I had a good time, and that was probably one of my favorite ships. So this coin was a 2-piece coin. It's actually 2 parts. It's a trident, right? On the back, it has Trident Jupiter 2019. But you can see how there's 4 magnets holding it together. And on here, it has Jupiter, the actual planet Jupiter, submerged in the ocean with like a kind of like a spacey dark kind of background. And on the back, it has every single NATO country at the time that we had that was operating with us. And it's kind of, you can see it's a little 3D. It's popping off the coin a little bit, so it's pretty cool.
Nice.
This is my first challenge coin that I actually really got into actually designing. So this is when we started getting away from other things. Then people are taking this, and they're using it as a weapon, like stabbing people and stuff. It's still fun. But yeah, that's our first design coin. A buddy of mine on here, Pete. He's a guy who joined our group. He actually helped me design this one, so give him props. And this is the second coin that I designed. This is where I got
the line at the top of the Corona bottle, so
yeah, right,
to pierce a can.
Yeah, and this one is also another exercise. What is this one? Juniper Cobra. It's another exercise we did over there. With this one, I really was trying to get like a King Solomon kind of feel to it, because we were over in the Mediterranean. So the sword comes out. The coin is like kind of like a shield. It's a little thick. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's pretty thick.
And originally, what I wanted my design supplier to do is in his mouth. You see the words Juniper Cobra in his mouth. I wanted to have the sword, the words Juniper Cobra on the sword, but I wanted to go inside and actually line up in the snake's mouth and stop.
Oh, nice.
They drilled right through the coin. They're like, no, we can't do that. I was like, oh, whatever. That's cool. And then, there's then the guys who were out there with us, the squadrons and the Sixth Fleet and all them guys. So yeah, another fun one. And then it has the Latin we talked about, the non sede sepultare, which is for self, for country. And then,
wow, it's actually all that nice.
Yeah, it's all in there. Non sede sepultare. Yeah, Juniper Cobra. Yeah. I told you these guys can do amazing things. I mean, it's literally just your imagination is just a limitation of what you want to do. But challenge coins are here. Let me show you this one. This one's from our chief mess. This is an actual barrel. I'm gonna take the dice out because it'll fall out. Hold on a second. Yeah. So this is an actual barrel. This is a barrel coin.
That's huge.
You guys want one of these?
Nice.
I can get you guys one of these because we just got about 300 of them in actually. So it's an actual barrel, right? You can see that this opens up into a dice holder.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So now you can take the dice, which I have right here. These are all metal too, with anchors on them, and they sit inside the tray. So as you can see, challenge coins are really different now. These are hot sellers on base. We sell a lot of these for the cheese mess. Everybody wants them, and then I just closes up. And it's an actual barrel of coins or a barrel of dice.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. And then some people like, again, they want these cool characters out here. This is my my Secco, the security officer. He gave me one of these things. You guys know who this is?
The guy from I can't remember the name of the movie.
Come on, man.
Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Arva.
Not that other one. Gosh, I can't remember it. The Troopers one. I can't remember the
Super Troopers.
The backside. Super Troopers. There you go. Yeah, a little bit of some Canadian maple syrup over there. So yeah, again, challenge coins, right? Like they got it's awesome, right? And this is an officer who gave this to me. That's how I got the cards on. Jake Brooks, he's a psycho over here. So again, this is about that thick. So it's just your imagination, you know what I mean? Then here's one I got from the Australian Navy actually when I was over in what was that? Japan. These guys came on board and they get like just this palm. He's like, "Hey, bro, how you go, bite?" And he's from Sydney.
Cool.
That's neat.
Yeah. Those guys, man. I was like telling myself, I'm in the wrong Navy. Those guys grow their hair out, grow their mustache out. They anchor the ship out and watch football, European football. They can drink beer. I was like, this is definitely the wrong Navy.
Yeah,
Co-ed
no
version,
kidding.
you know? Yeah. And
No
you didn't
kidding,
get
used to
really
go against them either.
yeah, right. Then you get a little more creative. This is from the Sixth Fleet guys. It's a Santa Claus inspired coin.
Oh,
So
nice.
CNA CFP, yeah, is wearing a mask because we're still going through COVID, right? So
Santa
again, it's
wearing
just
a
how
mask.
you-
I missed it.
Yeah. Get a little closer. There you go.
Hey, okay. All right. Yeah.
He's a mask. There's like COVID all this over this coin, right? There's a Viking helmet here, right here, because it's over in Italy. They got the goats.
Okay.
They got the ingredient, all that stuff. But it's cool. It's all mostly 3D. But again, just goes on your. It's all about your imagination, right? Let's
COVID
see.
changed a lot of the coins too, because there were so many people at home. They were designing so much stuff.
Yeah, you
Of
guys.
course,
Did you guys hear
turn
about
them out at that
the?
time.
Yeah, did you guys hear about the missile that was going to hit Hawaii? It was just some guy who messed up the board when he messed up the keys he was pushing. You guys remember that? It happened a few years ago. No.
Uh-uh.
So I was stationed over in Kamsa Pack in Pearl Harbor, and I woke up one morning and I turned to my wife, and my phone was going off, like going off. Incoming missile, take shelter. Incoming missile, take shelter. Right? Like there was a like someone was launching missiles at us or something like that. At the time, what do you think? Oh, it's North Korea. Watch out, they're gonna bomb us, right? But it turned out, and it was pretty crazy too, because people were like, they were getting this text and they were like trying to get inside like the manholes of the sewer. What do you call those things on the side of the road where the water goes in? They were trying to get inside there to like protect them. So they were going crazy. People are jumping in the ocean. It was all kinds of crazy stuff. But I knew about it because I was in the military, right? And I didn't get any alert from the military saying, hey, this is real. Go take shelter. There's just a bunch of guys just laughing at the computer, like, no, that's not true. So a lot of people took advantage of that. What they do? They made coins. They made T-shirts, and the T-shirt said, "I survived Hawaii missile bombing 2020-19 or whatever like that." So
Oh,
yeah,
that's funny.
you can make some pretty cool coins for a lot of things, but yeah, it's that's pretty crazy. But yeah, like I said, the guy was like, I guess he was getting off watch and he was just being sleepy and he hit the wrong button and he sent out like literally a text message to every single person who has a mobile phone saying that missiles are coming. Take shelter. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Now this one is a VFA 83 captain coin. This is given to me. I don't know why they gave this to me. This is that one I got here. It's pretty cool, but it's from the commanding officer here at on the base. If you notice, there's a lot of shiny like that. They like to use epoxy resin for a lot of things, and the reason why you want to use epoxy resin on challenge coins is normally because they're UV printing it, or you don't want the enamel to scrape off, and it's
Okay.
epoxy, so you should take if and trying to cut it off yourself. It seems like it's the way to go because people like just like that. So yeah. And I think almost coming to my collection. I got a couple more. Here's a Secco out of Italy. Give me this.
Well, that's nice.
Yep. This is
And how do you
Secco we trust.
display yours?
What's that? Yep.
How do you display yours? Do you have a wall mount or just keep them on your desk? Or
Yeah, I have my buddy of mine. He's a retired chief. He's a carpenter, and he builds coin racks.
Oh,
And, he built me one for that holds I think 80 some coins. They're pretty cool. And if you ever Google coin racks, people get pretty crazy with those. I've seen carriers that are coin racks. I've seen, oh my gosh, it's insane. They put them on their walls. That's just how you want to have it. But I thought about doing that for my business because I was like, wow, if all these people want challenge coins, hey, check it out. For other $15, you can get this cool challenge coin holder. You can display it. And that's why I told you a lot of these coins that I got, the bigger is cool, but people love to put stuff in their pockets. They don't want to carry around heavy ones, or they don't want to be like, where's the big one at? All right. Imagine carrying this around, right? Oh yeah, it's in my pocket, and I'm gonna carry it everywhere I go, and I'm gonna put this on my wall. All right, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
Great coin.
Yeah.
I have them for sale, but nobody wants to put that in there. It is thin. It's not that thick.
Yeah.
So,
and the cost ratio goes down too, because if you're getting more complicated, it's going to be expensive to make, which brings me to my last.
Yes, it was.
This is my T800 Terminator inspired coin.
Oh yes.
When I made this, when I gave them specific instructions, I want it to be shiny, and you can see that it is shiny. These ones we just got. It's on my website. You don't have to pre-order them anymore. You can buy them. It's a full-on, no shit, freaking T800. He took the mold from it, right? So it's the T800 with the eyes glowing, and then the back, they just cut it out and then glued the coin part to the back. And if you read it in the Arnold voice, it sounds better than you just saying it out loud. So if you read it, it says, "Come on me if you want to succeed." So yeah. And then it's got the gun on the moon, right? The futuristic guns pointed upward, and then instead of Sky, it says ChiefNet because copyright's a bitch. So yeah, but got these for sale. They're $50 because they were very expensive to make, like we talked, right? But a lot of people look at it, I was like, that's not a coin, that's a weapon. Yeah, pretty much, right? So okay, well, if it's not a coin, then we'll call it a paperweight. Sure, we could put this on stuff, no problem.
It's a that's what on mine. I had to come up and they were like, "Those aren't coins," and I was like, "No, these aren't coins. You're right. These are medallions. That's what these are. These are medallions, and you want to carry a fire department medallion with you at all times." I still got quite a few medallions.
When I ship my coins overseas, especially to the ships and stuff, if you put the word coin, that actually causes a lot of questions. But you put the word medallion, oh, cool, yeah, it's just a medallion. It's just a collector's item, no problem. Oh no, easy, no problem. So
I've heard that it's because they think that you're sending money or something back and forth. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, actually, I lied. I got one more coin. So we have something called a blue nose. You guys ever hear that term, blue nose? You guys ever heard the term shellback? Oh,
yes. That's when you guys. Yeah, it's when you cross the equator, right?
Yes. So when you cross the equator, you have what's called the shellback ceremony, and everybody has their own way they do it, right? So there's actually a bunch of different ones. It's not just shellback. Blue nose is another one. What do you think blue nose is? When you cross the polar region.
Oh.
So the coordinates up here, these coordinates, that's exactly when the ship actually crossed over to the polar cap. And I'll tell you right now, if you've never seen the polar cap, it is freaky because all the water is dark blue, and as soon as it hits warm water, it's like a line of separation. It's the creepiest thing ever. And we kept going back and forth, and we were supposed to actually have a ceremony. So this is like a Coca-Cola cap inspired coin. So it tells you the where is it? This is the one I got, and then that's the weight of our ship, 18,400 tons. So minimum contents. They're telling you what the contents of a bottle cap. So yeah, this is a little thick too. This one's actually pretty thick. So yeah, pretty cool, right?
Yeah,
we didn't do the ceremony because the captain's like, I don't want anybody to get frostbite, so we're not going to do it. But we get the cool.
That's funny. Yeah, I think my dad had to do it when they crossed the equator going south. So
do you only do it? Well, they
Yeah.
got a shellback and they have a golden shellback. Do you know what that one is?
No, I do not.
That's when you cross the equator and the date line at the same time.
Okay.
Damn.
Interesting.
Yeah, that one is like nobody has. a couple ships have the ones that are coming over, but when you cross the equator and the date line the same way, that's a golden shellback. It's pretty cool. And
Now,
then
do they
got
have
that.
something where the Atlantic and the Pacific meet? Because you can actually see the difference in colors of water, from what I'm told.
Yep. Guess one looks dirty.
One's clean, one's dirty. What, do they have a name for that, or?
Yeah. No, the Atlantic for some reason, I don't know. It's just this like not green color. It's different, yeah. It's weird. It's like when they mesh something about the salt and water or something. It just Google the pictures. It's pretty cool. But yeah, the ice caps, those ones, it's freakish to like see that stuff.
Yeah, I almost joined the Navy. I tried to go Coast Guard, but I had broken my knees playing football. Whatever. We guard the coast, you know. Safe while you're out to sea. So, but
you guys don't employ.
I almost. Wait a minute. Now they're over in Taiwan right now, so I don't know why, but they're over there. I can't understand why our president sent our Coast Guard to Taiwan.
A lot of reasons.
Why do you send that? Susan sent me some pictures here. She said these are some of her favorite coins. And
oh, nice! You got one that opens up.
Yeah, I'd love to know what's on the inside of that. That's pretty cool. Or maybe she tells us in the next picture. Oh, she does.
Yeah, oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's badass. That's badass.
Sweet looking.
That's
all
probably
the
all the
cool.
different, all the different ranks and inspector and captain. Yeah, that
she gives it away for free.
nice.
Wow.
No, she doesn't give this one away. This is one somebody gave her when she gave them a coin. So.
Oh, okay.
And she said this one is of the Pope, and she said that she was told that when you go to the bar and you spin it, whoever the Pope's head lands on has to buy the drinks.
Oh man!
Oh, keep Pope Francis there. I don't want to get buy drinks.
Oh man,
that's nice too. There's a lot of detail in that. I guess that's brass, but the whole thing it's more than really 3D because this is separated and this is separated. So, oh look, and it's probably it's got a what do you call that serial number there, 497. I wonder if that's their badge number.
You know, I was thinking about doing that on my coins, putting a blank spot because my laser engraver actually will serialize those things. It'd be pretty cool. Or names or whatever.
Yeah. So I guess that's all of them. So. That's pretty cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I like that one that folds out. A little badge case.
Mm-hmm. That's
pretty cool. That. Pretty cool. Got a lot, so. And let's see, I don't have anything new in the chat down here. Yeah, I didn't pull out any coins to show tonight. I've been kind of out of it with the staying up late last night with calling out, trying to find the bad guy. So, oh, okay. She says there's 497 of 500 made. That's pretty cool.
Wow, that's a lot of coins.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. I'll have to send her my address. I'd like to get a coin. So, I'm just a fireman, though, you know. So. Andy, have you got any cool coins here lately?
Actually, I got one in the mail today. Man.
Can you show
it? You got it?
Yeah.
Show it.
Actually, it's in my case already.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it was the U.S. Navy. Okay.
Yeah, I'll show him for him. There you go. This is the one I sent him.
Oh, okay. That one. I got you. Yeah.
Well, I sent him this one, but he got another one that was like a GTA 5 or something. And he's like, Matt, did you send me this? I'm like, no, I didn't send you that one, man. But no, I sent the guys out. I sent out the other guys one too. So Yeah,
Cool.
the
Yeah,
ones
I
that I
got
haven't
mine.
installed yet, so yeah, it's all good though.
Yeah, I got mine, and I had to fight my grandson to get it back. So I had to wait for nap time to acquire it again.
Get out of there. Get out of there.
Because he saw the package come in, and he's like, "Open, open, open, open." Yeah, he's 2. He's got very few words, kind of like me. And so I open it, and he's like throwing the stuff down, and he's like, "This is it for us, box." That was the first thing. He had a disappointed look on his face, and then he was like, "Ooh, shiny." Oh yeah, it was funny. Yeah, he's like, "No, mine." I was like, no, it's not. I'd share it with you. So
No.
he comes in here. I keep some on. I don't really watch TV back here very often, so I've got the TV stand. I keep the front of it kind of covered up, and the sound bar covered up with them, and then I rotate some back and forth to my desk, depending on my mood. And so he comes in here and goes through all of mine. So he's got his personal favorites as the ones that glow in the dark. Georgia Tech, I got one from them recently, and it's pretty bad. Hold on, I can grab it.
Yeah,
I think I can grab it.
So what was that GTA one, Andy, that you got?
What's that?
That GTA one you showed me.
I
Was it-
think
it was like a
I only got the
GT5 or
one that
something?
you showed.
Oh, okay.
What's that?
I don't know. I was talking about the other coin. Did you find it?
Yeah, I'm actually trying to get him to come on because he's the public information officer for Georgia Tech Police Department.
Ooh.
And we've got a couple, but this is, the college, like the original part of the college that's been around since like the 1800s.
Wow.
I don't know what you call that as structural wise, but it's the building that houses the main part of campus now, and it's the original part. On the back, though, he kind of hard to see, but at the top, it's got the school logo, which is the buzz is a B, and then he's got the badge and a police cruiser down there. Hard to see, and it glows. It's pretty cool. Buzz glows, and the words tech glow. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And it's part of the Atlanta skyline too. At night, it's lit up really well. So yeah, I got that one from him, and I was like, I gotta have that one. So, and I'm trying to talk him into coming on the show. But he's another one that's like, I don't know, what do you talk about? Talk about coins. We talk about how we love coins. And what amazes me is just this. I mean, that little tiny badge. Wish I should have got my other camera. The detailed writing. They got the state symbol in there, and it's got officer, and it's got all that like a real badge, and it's that small. And it's readable. I mean, it's really cool. He's got a blank spot on this too. I wonder if that was where they were going to engrave him. You were like a uniformed member. But yeah, that's
cool.
probably. It's probably the most recent one I've got. Yeah, I haven't been too crazy with getting them here lately because I've been busy setting up all the shows. So, I do have Emory Flight. He's got one in the mail to me. I've got the Miami Alien one. I'm looking forward to that one coming. I got another one coming. I don't know. Matt, I got an idea for you. Tactical Elmo. I've already got it drawn out for you.
Elmo. Yeah, man, I'll take it.
Elmo. Yeah, I've already got it drawn out for it. I will send that to you. Yeah.
Elmo. Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure you can find a way to do something with it because I mean, it's cool, but I don't. Yeah, it doesn't for the fire department. Doesn't do much for me, and it's a little bit crazy to be police.
Yeah, it's all good. You got to be different, man. You got to make different stuff. It's all good. No judgment.
Oh yeah, yeah. I thought it was cool that he's all. Yeah, it's pretty. I'll send it to you later tonight.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. He's all decked out. I got him all set up. So
Tactical. Well, hey, actually, I did a tactical coin a while back, so maybe I can relate it.
there you go.
I had a tactical bird that I use. I could probably just slip ammo in there instead.
Tactical big bird.
Oh yeah, that might be good too. Why don't you just get the whole gang in there? Tactical Sesame Street.
Yeah. Oh, there is a comic book that somebody came out with. It's like picture Sesame Street gone wrong, and it's like Sesame Street in the ghetto.
Oh,
it is
man.
hilarious. They've drawn this. I don't know how they got by with it. They've drawn the same characters, but they were like, yeah, it was like The Boys for superheroes. If you've ever watched that, it's pretty funny. They're like the Grouch is really a sloppy Grouch that destroys the neighborhood and like shoots at kids. That's great. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. I love the creativity of it. It's something that like we were talking earlier. It's not just a memory of exchanging it from you got palmed by the Australian guy. It's looking at it and thinking about it because, I mean, you might not be thinking about this, but you're getting pretty old. So
thanks. Tell me about it.
Now that you're retirement age, just say Susan just sent me. Oh, it's her coin. Okay, good. Let me bring that up. So
there you go.
This, I got to come over here and push this button first, and then I got to push that button. Maybe I'm going to learn this one day. I promise. I get on the radio station. Wait a minute, I'm already on the radio station. All right, so this is her coin that she gives out to police officers. Oh, wow, that's a shutter in the middle. Look at that, Andy. I did not realize that.
That's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, protecting the blue. Protectingtheblue.com. On the other side, it's got a badge. I can't. Just be careful out there, and a 4-leaf clover, and a badge, and I can't make. Oh, that's Saint. The police officers. St. Florian's Fire. St. Michael? Is that? I don't know if that's right or not. Patron saint. Who's your? Do you have a saint for the Navy? Matt?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, the fire department has St. Florian. Can't remember who it is for the police. St. Michael, maybe.
I think so.
Yeah, I've seen some really cool. Somebody made the policeman prayer, and on the back of it was the prayer was on the back. Yes, it's St. Michael. She says the prayer was on the back of it. The front it was St. Michael's like standing over with a sword in through somebody's throat. And police officers. I thought that was pretty cool. So creative. So
super creative.
Forward that to you guys. Yeah. Yeah, I like that coin, especially since I was a photo unit 2 starting out. So I'm gonna have to beg, borrow, and plead for one. Andy will too. So Andy's the head. There you go. All right, guys. Well, it's kind of a short night. We missed Chuck and Corey. Do we know, are they just out with their family doing stuff, or they on a bed?
I have no idea.
All right. So, well, they're on some culvert mission up at the Canadian border, so protecting the northern border.
Or probably just drinking somewhere.
Exactly. Canadian beer is stronger, eh? So I learned that the hard way. Yeah, you probably had to learn that too on your travels, Matt.
Yeah.
I did. It was a flight medic.
I've been to Germany. They diss us on a lot of stuff, unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
But the best beer I've ever had, though, honestly, was in Sweden. Yeah, it was
How do you water?
it was a honey beer.
Ooh, like a mead
Yeah,
almost.
almost, yeah, but it was this tall, like vase of a glass. Like it's huge. I don't know how these women even take it out, but this thing is huge. I had like 3 of them. But it was just like drinking honey, man. Just honey and beer. It was so good. Oh man,
Wow.
the memories. Oh, it's got the good beer over there.
Yeah.
Well, it's all Europe.
Were you ever on a carrier?
Hell no. Never be on a carrier. I had friends on a carrier. Carrier is a floating city, Glenn. It's literally over 5,000 people all together at once getting underway. My department, the IT department on there is like it's split into like 8 different departments. That's a lot of that's just not even like the CAGs and the extra people that ain't coming on the dignitary. So people. But on the carriers though, when I was in Japan, they had 4 cafeterias, 4 basketball courts, 2 Starbucks stores, if you will, and a whole bunch of stuff. Like they are packed for being away for a long time.
My dad, I mean, yeah, he served his tour as a disc jockey because they have their own radio station on a carrier.
Oh yeah, yep,
and
they do.
He would switch between disc jockey and TV. Yep.
Armed Forces Network. Yep. They still got it. It's still there. They'll actually probably a lot of the ships will be anchored out in the middle of the ocean here in a few days for the Super Bowl. That's pretty cool.
And
smaller ships,
everything just comes to a stop when you watch the game.
Everything comes to a halt when it comes to football. Yes, absolutely. And they'll probably put it like on the flight deck with a huge like screen and project that thing out. They will watch it. Yeah, in the middle of the ocean, which is pretty cool. Yeah.
Good.
So,
our troops deserve it. So
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing scarier than being in the middle of nowhere for thousands of miles, but watching TV, watching football is pretty cool.
Yeah, no kidding. I can't imagine at night going out, and just knowing there's nothing around you for hundreds of miles. Looking off the edge of the.
It's pretty eerie. Did you guys ever watch the there's a bunch of YouTube videos, but you ever hear the guys are on a cruise boat and they heard the siren screaming?
I'll
have to send it to you. These guys are on a cruise. I don't know which cruise line it was. Maybe Royal Caribbean or something like that. But everybody just stops talking, and all of a sudden you hear like sirens. You know what sirens are, right? The mermaids that were luring the sailors to their deaths back in the day. And it was just this long, like screaming loud, and then it just stops. And they recorded it. It was pretty eerie. Like in the middle of the ocean, like, it's pretty dark. Like, there's nothing like to see, and you hear this, and you're like, "Whoa!"
Have you heard him?
No. The only I heard was whales.
No, he never saw a mermaid or the Kraken. So
no. I had my first ship. We actually ran over a whale by accident. That ended into for PETA, but
probably not.
It's a little scary to be on a Navy ship, especially if you're, if it's your first time. Being out there for 89 months is different.
And I can't imagine being on a sub. Because they have to stay
submarines. Not just that. Imagine the space that you have. You don't have that much space.
No, it's tight.
Your rack. You're switching with somebody to go to sleep. Like some guy's gonna wake up to go to work, and then you're gonna take his bed to go to sleep.
Yeah, and you can't be over a certain height or something. I remember one of my friends was saying
over a certain height, you can't be claustrophobic. You got to take a lot of tests. Those guys are super trained because if something goes wrong, everybody depends on everybody else. Like that's it. It's a scary thing.
Yeah. And there's not many as far as number of sailors on them, is there? It's a pretty small crew.
Yeah, it's a pretty small crew. Not everybody wants to do it, but was it I think it was Roosevelt started doing the sub pay back in the I think it was the 60s or something. I can't remember, but they started paying people for being on subs. I mean, it's not a lot, but at least it's something, right?
Well, yeah, it's like hazard pay.
Yeah, pretty much.
One of my friends during the Cold War, when I guess it was when Reagan and his name Gorbachev were going back and forth. He never would tell us, but he was supposed to come back, and like 3 months later, he had still not come back. And he's like, "Yeah, we were somewhere we weren't supposed to be, and we had to be very, very quiet and very, very still." And I'm like, how the hell do you manage that? You know? So,
it's pretty nerve-wracking. A lot of people do it though.
You can't just roll the window down and look out.
No windows.
Yeah. I guess they got cameras outside of them, I guess. I don't know how that works. I guess because of the depth the glass would crack.
So when I was at Subpac, we basically drove the submarines. So you tell them where to go. It's pretty gnarly actually to put a lot of trust and people that are very far away, but it's pretty scary stuff. You know, like, oh, go to this place and don't move, and go here and go there, and yeah, it's a different life out there. That's for sure. I always told myself I'd never go to a ship that sinks.
Potentially sinks.
Potentially sinks. I would never go on a boat that sinks. Nope. But
Yeah,
you gotta be pretty smart to go on a submarine. You got to get a pretty good ASVAB score and be pretty smart there. So.
Yeah, my friend spent most of his career as a submariner, whatever. He loved it. He come back and now he's a pilot. Of all things, he's a pilot.
That's cool.
Yeah, now he's high up. So when you're on the ships, do you get to fish out there?
Some. We do have what's called swim calls. They'll anchor ship out, and then you'll usually the captain jumps first, and then they'll have a bunch of boats in water making those sharks going to come eat you. And then everybody just jumps in water and has a good time.
Wow. Okay.
But it depends on the conditions, the waves. If you're a good swimmer, you shouldn't be jumping off anyways. But that's something else to be. I did it a couple times. It's pretty gnarly to be jumping in the ocean. It's like a big bathtub that you can't see the bottom or anything.
Yeah, and it's like a 40-foot jump, isn't it, from the deck?
Yeah. Well, can you imagine from a carrier? So you're not gonna jump off the
60.
The decks. Yeah, you're not gonna jump off the actual flight deck. You're gonna jump off from the side barge, probably not. But even that is still, yes, that is pretty high.
Yeah.
So you gotta have some pretty big songs to be doing that jump.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd like going out where I don't know where the bottom is. So.
Like I said, it's pretty gnarly. Being on a ship is like it's probably I'll never go on a cruise boat probably just because. But seasick is one thing. If you can't understand this, you're gonna throw up like crazy. A lot of people.
A lot of people. Kind of like when you're in the first one.
Yeah, you ever been in a car and you get car sick because you've been looking down at your phone or something for a long time, and you finally look up and you're like, oh, and your mind's all like dizzy and everything. It's the same thing. You're just in a ship and you're not looking out windows. You're looking at something that's going like this, and you're not looking to pay attention. Your brain's not catching up. That's how it goes.
Well, you can't feel it that much, can you?
Depends on the ship.
Okay.
If you're on a carrier,
hardly ever.
You don't feel anything on a carrier. If you're on a small boy like a DDG or one of those little small frigates, well, you're feeling everything, and you're talking like 30-degree rolls, like you're walking on the walls. And there's the reason why I go to sleep. There's the reason why you go to sleep inside our bunks. They have straps that clips, and they always tell you make sure you sleep. You put your straps up and click it because in the middle of the night, wave comes out of nowhere. You feel that so many like
you're gonna drown.
Yeah, I've heard.
And it's gonna hurt.
Oh yeah, they get hurt. Yeah, I get hurt. There's a lot of stories I got. We'll save that for another time. But people doing dumb stuff when they shouldn't be doing it.
That's
what's that tune? Dumb ways to die. Like, that's like the situation.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Be smart. Be smart.
Yeah, we put out an apartment fire, and we're like 6 or 8 stories up in the embers of it. I mean, like the burnout wood is all that's left, and we see a freezer, and so we open it up, and there's popsicle and ice creams. So what do? We're top of this damn building with nothing but burnt sticks, and we're up there eating ice cream, and we feel the building sway, and we're thinking, yeah, we probably should get off of here. So,
good times. Yep.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't trade that in for the world. That's a memory that'll never ever go away. Being on the 6th floor of a burnout. I mean, literally, you're hopping down by like 1 2x4 at a time.
Oh,
gosh.
We saved the concrete though, so
that's good.
no, we only burned off like the top 2 floors, but it was still pretty crazy. So. All right, man. Well, Andy, you got anything coming up or going on anytime soon? I know you said the funeral, but anything besides for that?
No, that's about it.
All right. Well, we have tomorrow night. We have the Misfits. Matt, you need to jump over there sometime and be christened into the Misfits. So tomorrow
I'm watching the show.
Well, good. I appreciate that. Tomorrow we're talking
to answer the questions on Would You Rather.
Yeah, well, Dina's got a game for us. I'm not quite sure what it is. I'm always scared. I'm on FM now. I have to be careful. We are doing bad business reviews. So everybody's homework is to find the worst business review on Yelp you can find and read it to us. So that's bad business reviews is going to be part of it. When we're doing fortune cookie. What's it called? Astrology. So I found an app where you ask it a question, you put in your birth sign, and you click the button, and it gives you the magical answer. And they're pretty funny. And of course, with it always being a fortune cookie, you have to add in bed. So, that should be good. And then after that, Dina is in charge of festivities. I'm not sure what game she has lined up for us, but I'm sure it will be a good one. So, yeah, you need to join over there sometime, Matt. We make fun of everybody, yeah, even Andy. So Andy's not safe, so he was for a little while, and then we were like, screw it, he's one of us. So,
yeah.
I need. Well, crap. I guess I won't be able to talk to Mike. He sent me the file. And I just haven't had time to figure it out. I was going to see if we could hook the radio channel up to it. I might try and do that later tonight. I'm kind of tired, so I'll try and work on it between now and then and see if we can get the radio channel up on there, Andy. So that'd be cool. Okay, cool. So we're doing that. And then Wednesday, let's see. Well, the next week we also go into Washington, D.C., we will be on Radio Fairfax Cable Channel 37 Wednesday mornings at 8 in the morning, 8 to 9. 1 week it's Paranormal Guys. The next week it is the Misfits. And so let's see. Then on Friday nights at 9, when we're here live, WDJY in Atlanta, Georgia is carrying our replays. And of course, you can always catch his Sportcat shows. The Misfits, the Grin Guardian Gang, Paranormal Guys on Yerg's Radio. He has not instituted a playback for us yet, but I suspect that since our ratings and stuff are going up, he's probably going to do that soon. So, and let's see, who do I have scheduled on next week's Paranormal Guys? Let's see. We're going to be talking about UFOs with Tom Cahew. And then the second guest, Matt, you're going to want to tune into this. It's Stephen Herman. He is the head of the senior White House correspondent for the VOA, Voice of America for the White House. He's writing a book called Behind the Curtain. And I've been able to read some of the advanced copy. He's got some good stories. So, you might want to tune in that one, Matt. That might be when you want to call in on and ask some questions. So,
what day is
definitely
that?
tell your buddy that that's Wednesday night, 9:00. Definitely tell your buddy that works in the White House I mean, they may know each other, but yeah, he's one of the ones that he's followed presidents, I think, back through Kennedy, and I think he's just to the point where he's ready to cash in, but he hasn't yet. He's written a book about his experience, so I'm looking forward to that interview. Give us a little insight behind the curtain of what actually goes on at the White House. So I'm sure Ross will be jumping in and out of the chat with that one too, since he was a secret squirrel there at the White House. So that's what we got lined up. And then of course we're back next week. I should tell us who we got coming on next week. Probably be a good idea, wouldn't it? Let's see. Who do we have? Next week we got, I've got Ed O'Carroll. He's a retired major with the Fairfax County, Virginia Police Department. He's going to come on and talk about his challenge coins, but he's got a really cool, I don't know if it's a detective model. I don't know how to say it. They're using DNA now, and they're using public consent DNA, like when you do the 123andMe, those type of things. When you do the ones that agree to be given to law enforcement, they're tracking down crimes for DNA online and finding people. It's pretty fascinating. Yeah. So Andy, all those crimes you committed, don't do a 123andMe. Don't let your kids know all the things you did, Andy.
Yeah.
But so that's pretty fascinating. Plus, he's got a bunch of challenge coins from Fairfax Police Department. So, yeah, that'll be good. He's a good guy to have on too. So, and then I think the week after that, I have the FBI hostage negotiator for us. So, I don't know. He may have a black screen and a weird voice. I'm not sure. I contact friends, and then I get friends of friends that want to come on, and so it's kind of cool. So, and if you have any military people that want to come on, hit me up. I don't have a whole lot of military contacts, so.
It's probably
Andy, if anybody from the fire department wants to come on, probably reasons that what you said.
I got you. Don't worry.
I'd be very, very afraid. So. All right, guys. Well, we did it. We almost did the 2-hour mark. Even I didn't think we were going to make it. So,
wow,
hell yeah,
goes by quick, especially when you're passionate about it. So, enjoy this stuff. But, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next week. Andy, I'll see you tomorrow at Misfits.
All right.
I'm going to send Matt the link. I'm trying to coerce him into coming on. So. I can't imagine. I want Corey on there. I want to see angry Corey. Yeah, I want to see an angry Corey. So. Yep. All right, guys. Well, have a wonderful week, Andy. I'll see you tomorrow. And until next week, guys, I appreciate you for tuning in. We'll talk soon.